Welcome to the Juggling Mind and Money podcast with Steve Rowe and Jessica Schlupp-Taylor. Steve Rowe is the founder of Lucent Financial Planning and an award-winning independent financial planner. He helps you to use your money and have a great life. Jess Schlupp-Taylor is a psychologist supporting people through change, challenges, and forks in the road of life. Together, they will help unblock the sludge in your mind, stopping you from achieving financial and psychological happiness.
Hello, and welcome to episode 21 of Juggling Mind and Money. I'm Steve, founder of Lucent Financial Planning, chartered financial planner, and this is Jess.
Hello, everyone.
Our resident psychologist who helps our clients to obtain and maintain a healthy head. In this podcast, we're trying to make everyone feel nice. Nice.
It's not a good word.
Isn't it?
No.
Well, it is. Nice biscuits.
Get their head straight. Finances straight.
It's a
head
town in
straight.
France.
Nice is what someone says when your haircut's been done and it's not very good.
No, when you go nice.
Nice. Okay,
Like in your
so
jazz
you can
club.
use the word, but only if you put a particular pizzazz on the word.
Well, I like
Nice.
it.
I
Not
don't.
nice.
It's indescriptive.
Like it's just some cockney car
Nondescript,
salesman.
not indescriptive. Is that a crack in your mug or is that the tea bag strain?
He's a crack in my happy mug. Well spotted, Jess.
Yeah, for those that are on the audio version, you can't see it, but
No, there's a crack in my happy.
sad times.
What are you going to do?
It's still functional though. Functional happiness.
Exactly. That's what we're all about. Now, Jess, episode 21. Isn't that when you become a proper grown-up?
I think we have to wait till 100 till we could become super famous. But 21 is a great number to get to. To be fair, I thought we might have lost interest around episode 2 or 3, but we're finding the stamina from somewhere.
Come on. We've been through the dip. And
Fighting
you're back
through.
now.
Yeah.
Episode 21.
Yeah, is it French that's...
That is French because I spent the last weekend in Paris.
No, but like French say 44 times 20 or whatever it is that they say, don't they, for 80.
For 80. Catch a van.
Yeah, whereas we say 80.
That's right. So we're all looking forward to episode 80 now when that little nugget will come out again. And Jess can do a proper French accent. So, Jess.
Steve.
Today, we're going to talk about being dead rich.
Dead rich. Dead
Dead.
and rich. That's
And
not a good
rich.
combination, is it? We don't want to
Well-
be dead and rich.
It's a crap combination, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the worst. Well, anything with dead in it is probably the worst, I'd say.
Not necessarily. I think sometimes death can come at the right time. But that's a bit deep for when we're trying to be woo-woo.
We're trying to do a humorous podcast, Jess.
Yeah. But dead and rich is not the aim. Most financial planners, if they're worth their salt, try and make you dead with no money so that you pay. Oh, shut up, Jess. Shut up. Shh.
So that you pay what?
Very little. Let's go on to diagnose Steve.
Okay.
Diagnose Steve. There's obviously something wrong with him. Jess delves into what it could be.
Jess,
Steve.
I'm permanently enraged with that infernal woman, Rachel Thieves, stealing from my babies. What gives her the right to do that? Why can't she leave us alone? Everything I have earned, I've paid tax on already. It's my right to leave it to who I want to and how I want to. I've heard it's a voluntary tax, but why should I have to amend what I'm doing simply so I can give it to my own flesh and blood, my kids, or whoever I want to?
Oh, feels like you have some anger issues around inheritance tax, Steve.
Well, I do. People are getting very angry about this. Very, very angry.
Well, you've worked all your lives to earn as much as you can, gathered it around you to then be able to leave something for your children. I can see why people do feel very passionate about it.
They do. But on the bright side, they can get £1 million with no tax.
That's quite a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, isn't it? Yeah. What's the average number of kids people have these days?
I don't know. Well, probably less than 2, actually.
It was quite easy in the 90s because there was a sitcom called 2.4 Children, so it's very easy to remember.
It's not the case anymore.
No, I think it's like
1.8 or 1.9.
something like that. Less than 2 anyway. Oh, you're a yawny little sod today, aren't you,
Don't
Jess?
know why. I had good sleep as well.
Did you?
Yeah, it's not because I'm bored.
No.
But now that we started talking about yawning, it's going to stay with me. So I'm really sorry if you hear me throughout.
I have yet to yawn because it is catching, isn't it?
Yeah, unless you're a psychopath, in which case you won't catch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that
You just pretend, Steve,
Just
to make me
faints.
relax because I'm stuck in a small room with you.
a small room with some soundproofing. No one will hear you scream. There she goes. She's off again. Sorry, everyone. She's yawning. Oh.
It's stuck, though. You know, when you've got a yawn, it's a really big one, and I can't get it out, and I get 80% of the way there, and then I can't take that last gasp.
Ah, yeah.
So it's stuck now. So you will see
is
me
hard.
struggle for the next few minutes, and then I will manage to do a big one, and then hopefully we can move on. So if I do go silent, it's not because I don't want to talk.
To be fair, Jess, I've watched you struggle with me for the last 5 years, so it's okay.
Okay.
You're fine. 5 minutes is fine. So I'm going to talk
Okay,
a bit
that was it.
now.
I just did it.
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Back from the yawn.
Back from the yawn. Yeah.
So inheritance tax, it annoys people. I kind of think you're dead. So why are you getting upset? Because it hasn't happened till you're dead.
And if you get upset before it, then why aren't you doing something about it? If you
Why don't
cared
you
that
do some-
much.
So this is what we're going to look at today, ladies and gentlemen, why people don't do the things they could do. Because as a financial advisor, we encounter this a lot of rage. And then we start delving more deeply, looking at what they could do to solve it. And then not a lot of actions going on all the time.
This sounds quite useful because one of the key things as a psychologist that we try to do is create action. People will feel trapped, they'll feel stuck, they'll feel all those, and lots of emotions and angers around it. But they don't actually then do anything about it. You know, you want to do something, you want to get fit. When's the last time you put your trainers on? Yeah. So action. So that'll be
Crickets.
interesting. But I think a lot of people, it's the unknown. So this will be really helpful for people.
But it is the unknown, isn't it? And you'll never know. But also, you know, if, say, the average number of children now 1.5 or whatever you said.
I think I said 1.8, but I did just make it up.
Yeah. It's less than 2 anyway, I know that. And there's no sitcom about it. What is... what we're going to look at what they could do, why they aren't doing it necessarily, and perhaps little solutions.
Well, let's look at why they don't do it, and then you might be able to come up with what can be done. Breaking it down.
So, Jess, why don't they do it? Is it because I think, you know, you don't like talking about your own demise, your own death, do you?
I don't mind too much, but I think sometimes the people that might be inheriting from you get really upset about it.
Yeah.
So family can often find it difficult to talk about death. And absolutely, there are plenty of people in this world that do find it very difficult to think about dying or passing away, which is perfectly understandable. And hopefully it's because they're having really quite a good life. So the last thing you want to think about is death. But I would also say that, look, one of the kindest things that you can do for people is to sort out your finances before you pass. Planned or unplanned, there's going to be enough going on in people's worlds with grief and everything else that has to be organised around that. If the finances are neatly boxed up, oh my goodness, that's a big weight off people's shoulders.
Several times a year. So they haven't been our clients, but they come to us, someone's died and they want help. And just trying to find out what they've got is hard enough. What they wanted, that's hard. So we've got a form. You'll like this. It's quite snappy.
Yeah.
It's called What I've Got and Where I Keep It.
What have I got and where do I keep it form?
Which is essentially a list. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. And you have a little death box.
Yeah.
That you keep stuff in. And also little nice mementos or keys to secret safety deposit boxes in Switzerland.
Oh.
Or some such places.
Are they related to me?
No.
Oh, God.
That doesn't ever happen, really. I'll just try and make things a bit more interesting for the paperwork
But that would
I
be
have to deal
cool.
with.
Although that would be, what's it called when you have to do all the things once someone's died? Come on, Steve, help a postmenopausal woman.
probate.
Probate.
Yeah.
When you have to do probate in more than one country.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. Do they have that abroad?
Yeah, they have it. And they have different probate laws for every country. So then you have different solicitors and legal things in every country. I know this because a very close family member died that thought it would be a wise idea to have accounts in Jersey, France, Germany, England, and in one other tax place with different tax laws. And they had the person responsible for sorting it all out had to do probate for each of those countries.
Oh my good Lord.
Let's help our people get
So
their
have a
ducks in a
little
row.
box with a little list of everything you've got, account numbers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where things are kept. Anyone who helps you, so if you've got a financial advisor, their contact details, or an accountant.
Yeah.
Anyone who might know and be able to help.
And the key power of
directions.
attorney. That's helpful, isn't it? Is that?
Yeah. Well, you want a power of attorney in case you're ill or.
Yeah, but what happens once
when
you
you're
die? Does that,
alive.
or the executor?
It's the executor, if you will. Yeah.
Right. So let's go back, because trying to keep Jess on target is like trying to keep a fly flying in a straight line. The dreaded D word, death, we've spoken about that. That's a tough one. Lots of people don't like talking about it. However, it is the inevitable that's going to happen to all of us.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit like sex. British people need to get a bit better at talking about these things.
Do we need to get a bit better at sex? Or talking about
I was going
it?
to say, in my experience, talking about it, because talking about it generally comes back to a better experience. Although, like you said earlier, if someone's dead, they don't really know about the experience. But the ones you leave behind will.
No, they won't.
Let's not mix death and sex too much. Right, back to taxes. Obviously, inheritance tax. That's another conversation that no one wants to have.
No, so you don't want to talk about it. Some people don't mind talking about their death, but obviously other people around them will miss them. Bit of luck. So they do mind talk about it. So they don't want to, they might change the subject.
And then going back a few minutes to where I said, what's it called? What's it called? And you said probate.
Are you doing a special segue then? I didn't notice.
No, but if I pretend that I was.
You were. I knew you were. What's that thing?
What's that thing? And then
complexity.
Then exactly the complexity of inheritance tax. Where do I start? What happens when I die? Oh my! It's almost so much to think about. At least when I'm dead, I won't have to think about it. So if I just block it out now and die, I won't have to face any of the jargon. I'll leave that to somebody else to sort. Executors, power of attorneys, inheritance tax, gifting, all your other stuff that you spouted at me, and my mind went blank.
Well, you yawned at me, didn't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
It is taxes.
You went, oh, Steve.
Steve.
Shut it. Well, yes, so complexity overload, that's the thing, isn't it? It just gets too scary, too complicated.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It's like, oh, don't understand it. Don't want to start it.
You said, what happens when you die? Well, we don't really know. There could be a heaven. There could be purgatory. There could be the 7 people you meet in heaven, according to Mitch Albom. Have you read that book?
No.
Oh, read it. It's brilliant. Change the way you think. All those sort of things we don't know, because we're going to stick to administration.
Okay.
So what happens when you die is you leave a load of administration for your loved ones to do, which is nice.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's a lot.
And you have to do it when you're grieving, which is odd. So, yeah, so lots of things around inheritance tax. Should you gift money? Should you insure it? Can you do exempt investments?
Can you insure it?
Oh, we can insure it.
Insure inheritance tax?
Yeah. Get insurance for anything, can't you?
But
get an insurance for your dog, can't you?
No,
so you can get one for yourself.
You've lost me. So life insurance.
Yeah, so say you've got a bill. So potentially, if you drop down dead tomorrow,
yeah,
your estate would have to pay an inheritance tax bill of 200,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're just laughing because Jess doesn't have 200,000. But okay, yeah.
You've got a lot of money plants though, haven't you?
I do have a lot of money plants and friendship plants and spider plants and aloe vera. I could be slightly plant mad. Perhaps if I was less plant mad, I might have a bit more money. Back to
It was nice that
money.
time you gave us all those aloe vera plants, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then they
You
got
brought some sort of infestation into
no. Then
our
they got
office.
bugs later on,
Uh,
and then you chucked them all out rather than persevering and TLCing the plants. It's all right. I'll forgive you, plant
everyone was
killer.
itching.
I've just rolled my eyes and tutted my
yes.
tongue at him.
And shook her head violently. Now, what else? So, fear of losing control. So,
This is a big one.
you can give away money and then it's not yours. And after, say, 7 years, it's not included in your estate for inheritance tax anymore.
So you have to give it away 7 years prior to death in
Yeah.
order for it not to be included in the inheritance tax bundle.
Most of the time, as a rule of thumb, yes. But people don't want to give money away. What is it about that that's preventing them?
Well, there's a number of reasons. One is what if I need it?
Yeah.
So obviously care homes, dementia, those sorts of things can cost a huge amount of money. I don't know the details around this. So what does happen, their mindset will be, what happens if I give away pretty much all my money? I leave myself enough to live on year by year, but actually that sum that I need to live on year by year in my own home is nowhere near enough than what I need for if I needed to be in full-time care. So what happens, this is my question to you, if they give their money away because they plan to live for at least another 7 years, leave themselves enough to live a good life, but not enough that it covers care home, because a care home is huge amounts of money, isn't it? A quality care home.
So for some people, it might be they have a high income, say, in retirement, and they can't give a lot in one go, but they could give away money regularly, because if they live, they have the higher income for longer. The key to this is just knowing exactly what you got and what you might be worth in the future, so you can then plan accordingly. For example, we just already talked about insurance. You could look at some sort of insurance for covering care costs, or when you go into a home, you sell your house to fund the costs.
Okay.
And
So
there's something called the main residence nil rate band, which is 175,000 per person if you leave your house to your direct beneficiaries, direct descendants, not your children.
so you get 175,000 tax free.
Yeah, and everyone gets 325,000 tax free. That's called the nil rate band.
Okay.
Right, so 175 plus 325 is 500,000.
So actually, to worry about whether or not, if I give it away, what if I need it later, you have to be really very well off to think about that. And if you're that well off, you'll be able to afford a care home with the money left over.
Potentially, well, but not necessarily. It all depends how much you spend, doesn't it? Because everyone spends different amounts.
Yeah, but you'd have to go some way to spending a lot if you've already, let's say you've got 3 children. There's about 500,000 if you include the nil rate plus the main residency.
Yeah.
So that's 500 grand each. That's 1.5 mil that you give away, and you leave yourself enough.
What? 1 million?
3 children.
No, it's per the individuals dying.
Oh.
Not.
Oh.
Yeah. Not
That's
half
not
a
so
million
hot.
each.
It's not
No.
500,000 each. So it's not per the beneficiary, it's per the person going.
Parents say, yeah.
Oh. So what happens if they do give it away now and they need it later? Is that something that happens, or?
Well, do you trust your kids to help give it back to you?
Well, what happens if they need to spend it now?
Well, if they need to spend it, it's spent, isn't it?
Correct.
So, and then you won't have the money. So that is a key point, Jess. Spending is the best way of reducing your inheritance tax because it's gone immediately. So if you've spent it on the high life, you like a cocktail, don't you?
I do like a cocktail.
But you don't like a caffeine drink.
No.
No.
Actually, caffeine drinks don't like me.
No, they send you a bit bananas.
So I have a decaf espresso martini.
Jess is drinking hot water right now,
I am.
everybody.
Because he's run out of decaf tea.
Isn't that bad? I felt terrible as a host, not being able to provide any colour for your water.
I like hot water. Very good for me.
So spending it's the best way of getting rid of it. You can give it away if you can afford it, but you need to know you can afford it. There was a famous judge who I've forgotten his name, said
Clearly very famous.
he might not even been a judge, it might have been a politician.
Famous person now, right? So we've gone from famous judge to we can't remember his name, so not that famous, and he might not be a judge.
Some fella from the olden days.
There was a person.
It's definitely
was he a man?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Hopefully.
Who cares? A person.
Yeah, who cares? Because it's the quote that counts.
Yes.
And I can't quite remember the quote, but that was a joke. And it was inheritance tax just depends who you trust most. Whether you trust your children more than the government.
Oh.
So you can give your money to your kids, and if you're worried about care home costs or whatever in the future, if they'll give it you back, that's okay, isn't it? If they won't, then I would argue why you're giving it them in the first place. If they don't love you enough to give it you back when you're not in a good situation. Or do you trust the government to not tax you?
Dilemmas.
What about, Jess, why people don't look at doing something about that? Are they just putting it off?
There's a big part of procrastination. Ooh. I'll think about manana. I'll think about it tomorrow. Death is not something that we think is going to be right around the corner, or we don't want it to be right around the corner. So therefore, if I don't plan for it, then it won't happen. Bury your head in the sand, although it's a fact that ostriches don't actually bury their head in the sand. So that's a stupid saying.
Don't they?
No, they don't. But people do. And people do bury their head in the sand and they procrastinate. But that procrastination is down to feelings of overwhelm, not knowing where to start. Who do I talk to? It almost feels too big of an apple to take a bite out of. And yet, actually, it should be really quite accessible if you reach out to the right people.
Yeah. So it's easy to put stuff off, isn't it? But you can't, because it's going to sneak up on you.
It'll sneak up on you, and that could be a big loss to your loved ones. And it's a gutting when the government take... How much does the government take if you don't do anything?
40%.
40%.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot. So if you do nothing, it's going to cost you 40% after the main residency and the
so I see this
nil
a lot.
Rate level.
Yeah, main resident, nil rate band and nil rate bands. I see this a lot with people. The kids, they're nice kids, so they don't want to push the parents to sort something out because they love them. They don't want their folks to think they're just after the money. Parents don't want to face up to it, or they don't.
Well, as a kid or somebody with parents, I do feel like my mum and dad are going to live forever.
Yeah.
And I'm not against having a what would happen if you died conversation, but I sort of feel like actually they could live till 110, and I'd love to think that they're going to spend it on the things that they really love. But they could give it to me, and then I'll put it in a side account and keep it just in case they need it.
Yeah. So it's hard, isn't it? So family conflict, or family dynamics.
Oh, that's a big reason. When you look at when people die, actually, even some of the closest knit, loveliest families can have the biggest fallouts when it comes to wills and inheritance, which makes it even more worthwhile having these conversations regularly and in advance of death, because you can't have them once you've died.
No, sadly. Although I did watch Ghostbusters yesterday.
Does someone die in Ghostbusters?
Well, you can talk to the ghosts in Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters. Slime. Cute.
That's it. So, why is that? Why do people fall out? Is it greed? Is it because someone was perceived to be the favourite?
Yeah, I think it brings out a lot of the emotional baggage. So things like perceived favourites. It can also bring out perceived fairness. People's perception of their childhood and what they are either owed or entitled to can vary hugely. So unless you have had transparent conversations with people around a table. And I think sometimes it's also down to the people who have died that might not want to have these difficult conversations and allow children or the people that are inheriting to think the best of them rather than be straightforward and honest, because then I just get to avoid the difficult bit. Conflict happens a lot. As with everything, communication. It's really tempting to bury your head in the sand, but it truly is not productive, and it makes for a really difficult afterlife for the people that are left behind and still living.
I've been involved in a few things where there's been a bit of conflict like that.
Yeah.
It's not
nice, is it?
Nice just
It's not nice for
watching
the
it.
people involved in it.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite rare that people truly come, and there are selfish people in this world and people that feel entitled, but a lot of people are coming from a place, and I think a lot of people that inherit, often they're not necessarily thinking for themselves, they're often thinking about what to do for their children. So the other complexity that we won't cover off in this, but we might have to do another podcast on, is things like step families.
Yeah.
Because that's very real. Hold on, Dad's got all this, but is it going to be split? How does that work?
Yeah.
That can be incredibly emotive. Again, communication, talking, having conversations, being open and transparent about it, and getting the right professional support from financial planners so that you can understand what you can afford, what's fair, what's reasonable, and go from there. A long-term plan of attack. I think with inheritance tax, you have to be strategic. It can't be a knee-jerk reaction. There has to be strategy involved, which means that you can't just go 2 days before death, better get this sorted now.
You can't. It's too late.
Yeah.
There is no silver bullet either. It's not, we'll just press that button and it'll be okay.
Yeah, there's no magic formula that you can do just beforehand.
No. Consistent, methodical, understanding the whys and wherefores.
Get a professional involved.
You've got to do it every year, and you've got to know that you're not shooting yourself in the foot, trying to look after other people.
Yeah.
And leaving yourself open to some issues.
Yeah, you've got to leave enough for yourself to party and enjoy.
Yeah. Well, throw a party. That is a good idea.
If you like parties.
Well, if you
I
like
can't stand them. Don't invite me. I don't like gallivant.
You're sitting in the corner yawning, aren't you?
I'm lying. I'd love an excuse to dance.
Give you a Coke and you're away.
Dancing.
Aren't you?
Yeah. Diet Pepsi. Moth.
Yeah.
Dancing.
So, I mean, I don't have children, so I don't understand.
No, but you've got me, Steve. Just
I
remember
understand.
that. Never too early to start gifting. That's all I'm saying.
Yawning away, can't take caffeine.
Podcast extraordinaire. What do I need to do?
Annoy me, but I can't get rid of you.
To get the level of child. So you don't have children?
Yeah, so I understand, but I don't understand as in feel it, that need to leave something for them. Which I'm sure exists.
But then you have another problem of you're earning all this money. So as you get older, you've got the other conundrum of, yes, you want to live it and spend it. So does that mean that you're just going to have like a massive party, or do you feel some responsibility to leave it to, like the National Trust make an absolute killing off beneficiaries?
Yeah. Well, I don't really care if it's tax my money.
So you're not spending too much worrying about it?
No.
Have you got nieces and nephews? I hope they're not listening.
I have got 5.
Work harder, nieces and nephews. Work harder. Step up your game.
Your Uncle Steve's not going to be
Uncle Steve said he doesn't care about paying tax. You're clearly not doing the right... Get yourself over there.
Yeah. I think they know I'm a bit feckless, so they're fine.
Fair enough.
They shake their head. Oh, Stevie. Yeah, so just don't worry about it. That is another option for many people. I'm not interested. I'll spend it whilst I can. If I'm gone, I'll pay it.
And that's okay. But I think you just have to sit down and have a realistic conversation with yourself and your loved ones about what the future looks like and what it looked like if something was to happen now or in 10 years' time or in 20 years' time, and how to make that big picture and that jigsaw puzzle of money, death, and taxes and loved ones all fit together nicely.
So to sum up, we think that maybe people like talking about it because it's annoying, but don't really take the full steps they could do to reduce their inheritance tax potential bill. Some because they're afraid of talking about it, their death or the death of their parents or whoever, because it's complicated.
It is complicated.
Can't really be bothered to learn all about it, understandably.
But you don't have to learn all about it. That's what the experts for. That's what Steve Rowe and his team of advisors is for.
Well, I've already learnt about it.
Yeah.
That was a fun weekend.
You've done that. It took more than a weekend.
Yeah, but
liar,
I
pants
like
on
to
fire.
underplay things, don't I? To look really cool.
I knew everything there was to know about inheritance tax in a weekend. 24 hours, all I needed, with 4 bottles of wine to wash it down.
I remember that. 2006, my first inheritance tax course. It's boring, right? Some people just want to put it off because they don't like thinking about it. Some people genuinely don't care because they're a bit Buddhist. They think, oh, all this money comes and then it goes. It's like the ebb and flow of life. Some people think it's like flossing their teeth.
You have to do it every day?
Well,
twice a day?
No one likes it, but it does save a lot of pain.
Happens after you eat after steak.
I had steak last night.
Why is it like flossing?
Because no one likes it, but it saves a lot of pain later.
Oh, I think flossing's quite enjoyable.
Do you?
And you get that little
do you have,
chunk out.
wishbones
That's
or
quite
string or
string and wishbones.
Do you? Check you.
Double whammy.
Bet the dentist loves you.
I've got good teeth.
You have got good gnashes. Right, so we're just going to go to a quick break and then we'll come back and look at the more practical aspects of things you can do.
So do they make a cup of tea or do they listen about our sponsorship?
Well, they should do both, really, shouldn't they?
Okay.
We'll do it now.
And now a message from our sponsors. Jess, Steve, there are no sponsors. This is embarrassing.
Right, we're back. So we've just talked about the psychological issues of yawning, mainly.
Oh, that was a lovely big one.
But also about inheritance tax and why people perhaps don't get to do it. So now we're going to do some practical things. This will be very interesting.
This is going to be helpful for me too.
Very interesting. So number 1, best way of reducing your inheritance tax bill, spend the money doing the things you love with the people you love.
Love it.
Help them.
See, that's a good financial... There's not many financial planners that want you to spend your money because the more money you have with them, the more money they make. So you know somebody truly cares and is a lovely financial planner, which you are, Steve, if you encourage people to spend it.
Bless you, but they should invite me, you know, if they're having a party.
Yeah, that's true.
You're
quite good fun.
Am I?
And me if there's dancing.
Am I? Only quite. Give it away. So when you're dead, right, you can't watch the people who've got your money enjoy it.
True.
Can you?
True that.
So if you give it away whilst you're alive, probably, you say it's children, right? They won't need it when they're 50 or 60 if you pop your clogs when you're 80 odd.
Yep.
It's better for them when they're in their 20s and 30s because that's when we're all
if you have
generally.
That, yeah. But then so this is why you need the financial planner to work out what it is that you need if you can afford it.
Yeah. Everyone can gift money away every year, £3,000, and it's instantly gone from your estate. Larger gifts, they take 7 years. Now, if you don't really trust your kids, if you don't think they're old enough yet or sensible enough to get a large sum of money, you can give it into a trust.
Okay.
So what that does is helps you keep some control, like a puppet master.
Yeah.
That's how I like to think of it.
That what's that song? You're a trust
like a
fund.
Puppet on a
No, there's a trust fund song. It's down with the kids. It's quite modern.
Yeah, well, I won't know it, will I?
No.
If it's past 1994, no.
I want a 6 foot something, works in finance, has a trust fund.
I'm over 6 foot and work in finance.
I don't know if any of our listeners will actually know what I'm on about.
Don't have a trust fund though.
Anyway, so trust fund. So
if you can invest in things like businesses,
yeah,
and special businesses. They have to meet the rules. And
Hold on, did we finish off trust funds? How much can you put in a trust fund every year?
oh, we didn't. You interrupted me with songs.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm trying to get us back on.
So you can put in 325,000 into a trust every 7 years. And that helps you keep control, and you don't have to give it to any actual real person.
Is that per beneficiary or
per donor,
per donor?
the giver?
And what if the givers are parents together, or do they have that
they
each?
got one each, yeah.
They have one each, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice if you've got 2 children and your 2 parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you've got 1 kid and you've got 2 parents, they could have 650 every 7 years.
Yeah, they could.
Oh.
You have to have the money. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
That is a lot of money.
Business relief investments. So there's something called business relief, similarly agricultural property relief, where if you invest in a business and it meets the requirements, that will be inheritance tax exempt after 2 years. So doing that's probably the quickest way of reducing your inheritance tax bill, because it's 2 years, not 7. But
so
also
you can give in business relief investments to your beneficiaries.
Well, you invest in them and they're just excluded when you die.
Oh, okay.
But also they're higher risk to invest in.
Yeah,
so
but it is
there's other
exclusionary
issues.
from inheritance tax after 2 years.
It is, it's exempt. You can insure the bill. So we touched on this a moment ago.
Yeah, I still need you to clarify this. This one
So
blew
say,
my brain.
Jess, right, you're going to leave an inheritance tax bill when you pop your clogs of £100,000.
Yep.
Right. You can get an insurance, like a whole of life insurance, and you pay the premiums to that each month.
I do.
And when you die, because it's definitely going to happen, and it's a whole of life insurance, that money would pay out 100,000, right? And that is used to pay the tax bill. Then you place that policy in a trust, and you're effectively giving the trust the premiums every month.
Right. So this is where people procrastinate and feel overwhelmed. This is why you should definitely see a financial advisor.
Well, this is boring, isn't it?
It's not, but it's complicated.
But all this stuff, setting it up is difficult. It's not exciting. But get it in place.
But you do it all for people.
I did one today.
Does a financial planner take all that, the detail and all the complexity away?
So I go, Jess, if you snuff it, you're going to have a bill of 100,000.
Yeah.
Let's do this with this provider because it's lowest cost or for whatever reason.
Yeah.
We're going to put it in a trust. Who do you want to leave it to? And you'd say your kids.
Yeah.
Or whoever. And then that would, on your death, you give them the death certificate to the insurer and they'll go, yeah, she's definitely gone. And they pay that money into the trust. And then when the estate's wound up and you've got 100 grand tax bill, you've got that money there.
And that money's exempt from inheritance tax.
Yeah, because it's in a trust. It's not yours.
Okay. Clever. Got it now. Life insurance in trust to cover inheritance tax liability.
So that's like really simple. It's hard to set up.
It sounds complicated.
But really, it's simple. You're dead. It pays the bill.
Perfect.
Right.
Sign me up.
But I'm thinking it's simple in terms you don't have to change anything else. You're not giving money away. You're giving your premium away each month.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be loads. It's not like deciding to give away £200,000, which is a big decision. You do that. You don't have to change anything else. You don't have to deprive yourself of money. You don't have to do any special investments. It's just that insurance. If you spend your money over time and then you don't have an inheritance tax liability, you could stop paying it, so you don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Or you could
but then you've
on.
lost all the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Or then you could carry on and they get something extra.
Okay, so even if you don't need it to pay the inheritance tax liability, do you still get that? So what happens if I've taken out life insurance to cover it?
Correct.
But I pop my clogs and it turns out that I've managed to party and dance the night away in every country in the world.
Or...
and I've spent it all.
That would be the best way.
That would be the best way.
Or like your example earlier, you've gone into care and then care has eaten up all your assets.
Yeah, that's not good. No, I'm definitely going to dance. My plan is to dance the night away on every dance floor in every country. Kate.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to do the Russian dancing by the time I hit 104.
Well, your knees couldn't take it.
No, I don't think they could take it now. So I might have to give Russia a miss for more reasons than just the dancing, if I'm honest. But, so I do put my clogs with zero money in the bank. What happens to that insurance payout then? What does that get used for?
It will just be left to whoever you've left it to.
Oh, okay. So it'll just be a lump sum.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So
Win-win.
definitely get something.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
Love insurance. It's good
So
for
I can
that sort of
dance
stuff.
dance time away and have insurance, and I'll still end up with something. Winner.
Well, you leave money then for that party.
Can you also take out insurance for your funeral, or is that just a plan?
You can, yeah. You can do that.
And do you help with that, or
We don't do funeral care plans.
do you have people that you recommend?
I don't really get involved in that, really. There's been a bit of controversy around it.
Oh,
Um,
we don't like controversy, do we, Deirdre?
no.
No.
We don't. So that's it, I think.
Well, hold on. What about family versus HMRC? What's that bit?
Oh, that bit.
Yeah,
That's Jess checking our notes, everybody.
that is me checking the notes. I like the notes though.
Yeah.
Because I do go off track on tangent, just in case anybody hadn't noticed.
So, people tend to think of themselves or two of them as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
When I think, really, you should be thinking as a family.
Mm-hmm.
So, children, grandchildren, and what you can do. So, typically, the older people will have more money because they've had a lifetime of earning it.
Yeah.
Right? And then the children are younger, they haven't earned it yet. And then there's the grandchildren who might be 5 or something, right? So the children and the grandchildren, they have lots of tax allowances that you can use. But they haven't got the money to fill them. So when I say tax allowances, I mean like an ISA.
Yeah.
You can put 20,000 in an ISA each year and that grows tax-free then.
I've got a question for you after we finish this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I need your advice.
Oh, about personal stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Drink more caffeine, it'll make you not yawn.
I'm thinking about children's and pensions.
Not hot water.
Hot water's the winner.
Because that's why you're yawning.
So family versus HMRC.
So, for example, pensions are going to come into the scope of inheritance tax from April 2027.
They're going to come into it.
Yeah. So until now, they've always been exempt.
Like protected.
But last October, Halloween, the government announced they'll be included from April 2027, right?
Don't.
So
That's quite a biggie, isn't it?
yeah, and people don't want to draw money out of their pension because it might mean they pay higher rate income tax.
Yeah.
Right, so say you get out 20,000 and you pay 40% income tax on it.
Ouch. Yeah.
Right, you might think, well, I don't want to do that. But if you gave that to your children and they're higher rate income tax payers, they could use that to pay into their pension and get that money back.
Okay.
Right, so effectively there's been zero tax for the family. The parents have been paying the income tax for them, essentially. Then that's not in their pension anymore, so that starts that 7 years that you need to gift money.
Got you.
So it's out of your estate. So that's one way
Okay.
that could be worthwhile in the longer term. But that's what you just need to think carefully about this and work out what's best depending on the varying.
I'll be honest, this sounds like a topic for a financial advisor.
Yeah, you have to see one
Yeah.
because you'll probably mess it up if you do it on your own.
And there's a lot to mess up. There's a lot that goes into this. I want to have a really full, exciting dance on the dance floors of every country life. But I also want to make sure that my children are looked after and that they can dance on the dance floors of every country before their knees give out. So
what we're saying is, right, let's gang up, say, because I like that. It's confrontational, isn't it? On HMRC.
Yeah, you're... gang up on HMRC, yeah.
And say, right, we're not having it. We're going to do this within our family rather than just thinking of yourself as a couple. but it does take time. You do need to get everybody involved. Everybody needs to know each other's financial situations.
Transparency,
Communication,
talking,
and
honesty.
Some people don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But there's a cost to not doing it. And that's okay. If privacy is more important
Than cost.
that's all right.
Yeah.
It's each to each their
As
own.
long as you make that choice with the knowledge that you've got.
Yeah. What isn't good is just sticking your head down, not bothering looking, because there might be something worthwhile that you can do.
Yeah, let's not be an ostrich that isn't an ostrich.
No. I'm really annoyed I didn't know that fact, you know.
You didn't know that ostriches don't
Well,
bury
you
their head
know,
in
I
sand?
was a member of the Young Ornithologist Club.
But I'm a weird person that when someone says burying their head in the sand, I'm thinking, do ostriches really do that though? And then I Google it and I find out that no, they don't bury their head in the sand. It's complete codswallop.
That's it. Right. We're going to discuss reviews now.
Oh, let's do it.
Steve and Jess would be really grateful if you'd leave them a review on wherever you listen to your podcasts. If they run a star system, please give Juggling Mind and Money more stars than the Milky Way.
So everyone would really love it if you sent in a review so we could read it out. I'm getting a lot of people say how they listen to this. I was like, give us a review, but I don't know what to say. I don't know what to put. Well, put something interesting, just that it's great that you love listening to Jess yawn. Put these sort of things.
Jess suffers with yawnitis.
Yeah.
And that Steve's a psychopath because you haven't yawned with me. That's quite concerning. I won't lie. I'm looking at you through a different lens right now.
Jess, it's because I'm a professional. I'm not going to yawn on air.
Oh.
Am I? I'm practically
what I
Bruno
do? So
Brooks, I am.
Obviously, going off on another tangent, I do quite a lot of hypnotherapy with quite a few of my clients. It's one of my favourite things to do. But because obviously with hypnotherapy, you send people into a sleep, and I go to generally sort of talk them down and go down with them. As soon as I start saying hypnotherapy, I start yawning.
Do you?
Yes. It's like my brain has anchored yawning with talking about it, and even now I can feel the pull to yawn. I can't say the word hypnotherapy without needing to take that yawn. Anyway, back up to reviews. Don't yawn. If you're not yawning listening to us, then write a review.
Write a review.
If you've smiled listening to us, write a review.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just write a review.
Write a review.
Was that not aggressive enough? Okay, so wrapping up now. So I think what we've learnt today, apart from ostriches don't put their head in the sand, is that you need to have a talk, have a chat, have a chinwag.
Yeah.
With your family, with your children, with your parents, and decide whether you want to do something about it or not. For example, we've talked about insurance. The parents might think, I ain't paying for it. It's their issue. And the kids might think, that's going to be my issue. I don't mind paying that premium.
Children can take out their insurance.
Yeah.
Inheritance tax insurance for their parents.
They can pay the premiums. Yeah.
That's clever.
So
encourage the listeners, start a conversation.
Have a chat. Decide if you want to do something about it. If you don't, stop moaning about it.
Yeah.
Never raise it again, because you have a choice and you don't have to if you don't.
You don't need to worry about what's in that budget.
No.
Whatever the Treasurer, the Chancellor says, doesn't make any difference. I'm not going to worry about it because I've decided inaction is my choice of path forward.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop whispering to me. If you're not in that position and you are annoyed about it and do want to do something, then...
Or even if you're not annoyed, but you want to do something about it.
Whatever drives you emotionally.
Yeah.
To do something.
It could be a pull factor. So a push factor would be moving away from annoyance. That means you're doing something. And a pull factor would be pulling towards making sure that you come out or your family comes out winning.
It can be. It can be like being interrupted when you're trying to wrap up.
Yeah, sorry. But with a decent point for once.
It was a very good point. I've lost my thread now.
You were saying that we need to remind them about...
What?
It says it on the notes.
What?
Look at the screen, Steve. Quick, look at the screen. Jess has gone off on tangents again.
So have a talk about it. Decide.
You've
if
already
you
said
do
that
want to.
several times.
I know, but you keep interrupting me.
Okay.
Right. If you do want to do something about it, get a financial planner.
Definitely do that because it is a
and
complexity.
work through all the options. There is no one fix. Generally, you have to do several. Is usually the best answer for most people.
Brilliant.
All right. So like a deck of cards, you're not going to pull an ace. You need several.
Okay. We need a good hand.
Yeah. And then I think, because happy sort of chappy really, just think, you know what, I'm really grateful I've got this issue.
It's a good problem to have. It's one of my dad's favourite, or one of my favourite lines that my dad says. It's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have. You can decide what you do about it.
And there are solutions. You just need a bit of help in order to get them.
Yeah.
But if you've got enough money to have that problem, you can definitely have enough money to seek a financial advisor to help you save significantly more money.
That's right. And then you can skip off into the sunset.
Excellent.
Whenever your sunset may be.
Steve put, it's not about dying rich, it's about living smart. How cool is that? But I would add, living smart and fun.
Yeah.
Living your best life. Living your best life. Yeah, it's not about dying rich. It's about living smart and fun. And then you also put, Steve's looking and smiling. I don't know why I didn't read these out because these are wicked. It says, plug financial services, which we absolutely do. And there's a reason why we do it is because the job is really valid, as is mine, clearly. But it says we're not just planners. This is how cheesy Steve gets. We're your IHT, that stands for inheritance tax, bodyguards. So rather than hit bodyguards, we're your IHT bodyguards. I love that.
Cheesy.
There to protect your money.
Why is it called IHT?
Inheritance tax.
Yeah,
which
but
actually
inheritance
it should just
is
be
one
IT.
word, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should just be IT.
It's
but
ridiculous.
there's too many acronyms. IT already has too many acronyms.
It does. Well, I've often wondered that.
Anyway.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
If you need the financial and life-enhancing support Lucent Financial Planning offer, then you can find our contact details in the show notes. We work best with business owners or anyone with a lust for life who is unsure if they have enough or know they have more than enough money for the rest of their life. If you need Jess's help, then visit My Exceptional, Jess's website, to find out how she can help you to get a healthy head.